Welcome back, everyone. Jaybone here for Smash This Podcast. It's been a minute. If you're wondering what I'm drinking tonight, I got some, I don't know, I never bought this before. It's one of those 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 sodium, 0 caffeine. It's got some cherry vanilla, 0 everything. The flavor's pretty good. So, cheers, everyone. I realize it's been a few weeks since I've been on here, and number one, I want to apologize for that. I've been focusing more on TNI, and that's because I'm usually surrounded by friends and they help me get through what I'm doing through the show because I've got extra stuff on my mind. So I felt because of what I'm going through in my personal life, I felt like tonight was a good a night as any to come on here. Number one, to catch up with my Smash This Podcast audience, and number two, to be real with you guys. And that's one thing that I've always prided myself in from day one in the 8 years I've been doing this, is be real. I'm not going to be some overly ridiculous, charismatic guy from the East Coast, from New York or whatever, and hate on everything I talk about because it's a cool thing to do, to hate on everything. No, when you're getting this show, you're getting me. This is it. And I don't talk about a lot of real life stuff on here, but I feel like in order to keep going on here, oh, hi Oreo. Thank you for joining. In order to keep going, I need to get some stuff off of my chest. So this is kind of, I guess, therapeutic for me as well. So we found out this is this is when the shit gets real right here. That I come to realize within the last we'll just say month, give or take a little bit, in the process of going through doctor's appointments with my father. And he was in the hospital for other things, just related to his health, checkups and whatnot. And then realized there were some other things wrong with him. So the doctor started doing tests on him. And long story short, we found out a couple weeks ago that Pops has prostate cancer. The dreaded C word, right? So it's taken a lot of my mental faculties away from what I like to do, energy and everything, So we're kind of getting ready to plan for the future, I don't mean that in a negative way. Just we're starting to, like, it's hitting us. Like, it's like, okay, this is real now. So we need to get affairs in order and get ready to fight this, And I told my dad today, because today was the day we sat down with the urologist. and we'll have other meetings going forward as far as meeting with an oncologist. If you don't know what that is, that's a cancer specialist. And then there's a genetic specialist or something. Um, that's the guy that tells you exactly what kind of cancer it is or whatnot. I'm still, this is all still very new to me. I've done a little research on this, but there's only so much that my little brain can comprehend. Yes, Oreo. Gotta love Oreo. She's a good kitty. So we found out where it is. So it started in the prostate. And then he last week had a full body scan, head to toe, organs, and then they did an organ scan and then a bone scan, which I guess is typical of this stuff. Because they find one thing and they're like, okay, well, let's see how bad this is. So they check you from head to toe on the inside and out, whatever. It's in his left pelvis. So like if you look at like a body scan, which is almost like a head to toe x-ray, it comes up because they had that they gave him a special shot of some radioactive stuff, so it comes up on the x-ray. Because it goes into the bloodstream and whatever. Some stuff showed up in his hip. A very minute portion showed up in the hip, and part of it showed up in a bigger portion showed up in the pelvis bone, the top of the left pelvis bone. So, like I said, now it's the time now to start to figure out. Oh, and then they also found something in the kidney about the size of a big grape, something. I don't know. So now it's okay. The urologist has prescribed some medication to start fighting this immediately. Sent the prescription into Walgreens, and we're going to pick that up whenever it's ready within the next day or two or whatever. So that really took the wind out of the afternoon. Like Tracy and I knew what was coming. Like we did a little research going into this, but I couldn't say nothing to Pops. I just couldn't. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be the bad guy here, right? I'm not. That's not my job, My job's to try to take care of him. I'm not going to be the bad guy here. I'm not going to give him that news. I'm going to leave that up to the doctors. That's their job, Not that you want the doctor to be the bad guy, but you get what I'm saying. So we stopped on the way home. We got some Culvers, got some big greasy burgers, and just all the yummy unhealthy stuff, because it was just one of those things. It was like, all right, I need something. I need to pick me up, grab some sodas, some burgers, some fries, whatnot. And because I didn't have the energy to stand and cook and whatever. I'm seeing the comments. Thank you so much, all of you guys. So yeah, I wanted to, I just caught up with a bunch of stuff tonight. I zoomed through Rampage. I zoomed through Dynamite. And I'm like I said, I'm not doing a review tonight. I just wanted to come on here, catch up with you guys. We're just starting to fight this. So I know we have a long road ahead of us. And here's the other side of it. We don't know how bad this is yet. Like, we know where it is. We know, in a sense, what it is. Not specifically, but we don't, we know it's cancer. We don't know at this point a stage number. That we'll all find out from like the oncologist and whatnot, the specialists. So, excuse me. So we'll all find that out down the road. So I just wanted to take the first several minutes, and I know it's a downer. I know it's like when I'm coming on here, I like talking about positive things, but like I said, this is also therapeutic for me. And my core audience is an absolutely amazing audience, and I love you guys. And that's no BS. Like I said, I'm 1,000% real with you guys right now. No matter how long you've been here, I appreciate it. So, yeah, thanks, Mark. He says it's not a downer, man. It's life, and we're a part of that. So thanks for sharing with us. Yeah, yeah. Paul, Paul just got in here. What's going on? Just hit the rewind button, brother. Just, Pop says prostate cancer, and I just got done talking about learning about it and everything. And we're just starting to fight this battle. So yeah, and I'll keep you guys updated because that'll be, like I said, that'll be therapeutic for me too. Is talking about it, getting shit off my chest and whatnot. The good news is he's not in any kind of pain yet or anything. He's not hurting. I mean, he has old man aches and stuff like that, but he's okay. Okay, he's not, he's not suffering. Okay, so that's a plus. I mean, he's had some hiccups this past year, but he's thank you, Justin. Love you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Love you guys. Love you. Love you back. Thank you. Appreciate it so much. You have no clue. So and I'll be. I mean, it's you. This is a special thing right here because, with the exception of one of my kids, nobody else knows about this. That's it. Nobody. So this is my way of letting the world know. I will probably do a public thing on Facebook for friends and family, so because I got family on there. I don't get family on here, it's, family is not usually a part of my audience. So yeah. So thank you everyone for letting me come on here and talk to you guys. Thank you HD. Global Wars. Love you, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so I didn't want to do this like too long because I'm gonna like become this, live ridiculous old man on here. That was not my goal. So just pouring myself some more of this lovely, what is this called? Clear American. Wow, Makes you want to wrap yourself in a flag and take a nap, right? Uh, all right, let's switch gears here. Thank you everyone for letting me get that out of my system. This this is a live Q&A, and probably 90% of my audience here. I'm sure you got some questions because I haven't been on here in weeks. I mean, if you do watch TNI, bless you, then you know what we've been talking about with Bound for Glory and Knockouts, Knockdown. But I haven't covered any AEW or nothing on here, so I figured that'd be a great way to come on here and just chat with you guys for like an hour or whatever the conversation turns into. It really doesn't matter to me. It doesn't have to be wrestling. But I mean, that's usually what it is on here. So if anybody wants to talk any stuff, throw some topics, questions, whatever. I'll be on here for a while. Love all you guys. Appreciate you being here. Like I said, I'm trying to switch gears here. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Mr. Frets. Thank you, Mark. HD. Justin should join you for a live BFG report. Hey, that's not a horrible idea, man. I could ask you some questions. I don't know if Justin's up for that. You know what they say? What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Who is what? Mark, you crazy. Good old Uncle Mark here. Who is the sexiest of your TNI co-hosts, not including Alicia? Oh, wow. Wow. That's a tough one. Because I know there's going to be some hurt feelings with this, but I got to go with my OG Trent. I mean, we did spend that beautiful night together once, almost exactly 2 years ago, Bound for Glory weekend at his apartment. Oh, the secrets to tell that night. No, I'm kidding. Hakeem, what? Book this. Exactly. So, Paul, Uncle, email me later. Yeah, just hit me up on the Twitter. Just hit me up on Twitter. Email's too hard to go back and forth, in and out. Just hit me up on Twitter, okay? Justin Miller says, unfortunately, not tonight. Already getting ready for bed, but would definitely love to sometime. But you fire Trent. We'll definitely do that, Justin, because I would love to get your opinion. Number one, you've been a good supporter of ours. Number two, you were there right next to Front Row Bill himself through the pay-per-view, your time. You had some, meet and greet, whatever. We'll have you on sometime. We'll hook it up. We'll see what works in your schedule. And we'll do a little special with Justin. All right, we'll set it up. Punk Tracy just dropped by to say hey yo to Scott Hall to the Scott Hall toothpick. Mr. Fred says all hail King Woods. King Woods. Well, yeah. Cheers to him. I mean, seriously, congratulations to him. I'm not going to watch the content, but I'm happy for him because the guy's been a multi tag team title holder, but he hasn't had any like individual championships or anything. Not in NXT, nothing. So being a fan of his since the TNA days of 15-ish years ago, give or take a little, it's great to see. Armin, is Trent still the sexiest if Alicia is included? No comment. I'm going to plead the fifth on that one, brother. Hakeem Jay, have you seen any of the new movies that have been coming out recently? If so, which ones? I almost saw Dune the other night with my son when I picked him up. We did some shopping. We started Dune Friday night. And within 5 minutes, he was out cold. So I was like, okay, well, this isn't fun. I want to enjoy this with him because I'm not going to the theaters. So he fell asleep at like 5. My son's been busting his ass between school, extracurricular activities, competitions in band and whatnot. I'm so incredibly proud of him. Plus, he's working a part-time job on the weekends. Kids just, I love him. He's doing great. You know, I can't complain. I guess I told him, I said, "Damn, you're making this easy for me." You know, like last year was super rough with everything. He had a really rough year with COVID and just it really hit him mentally. It hit all of us mentally. And this sophomore year, he's coming out on top. He's doing great. He's really doing good. So I was like, all right, let's watch this movie. Let's have fun. And just out cold. So I'm like, all right, I'll save this for another time. I might watch it soon. What else? I am planning on watching the new Halloween movie because I just downloaded it. I missed it when it was being played in the TNI Discord recently, thanks to Mark. I mean, thank you, Mark, for doing that. Not thank you, I missed it because of you. No. I just you know, not everybody can catch the live stuff. So I'm going to watch that. What else? Oh, I've been watching that. I started watching that La Brea. I watched like the first episode, and it looks pretty good. So yeah, I mean, and I'll watch like just a stupid amount of like zombie stuff. Oh, speaking of zombies, and then I'll move on from this because I'm seeing some other questions in here. I saw. I started watching is it Day of the Dead? Not Dawn of the Dead. Day of the Dead on the Sci-Fi Channel. It's basically their ode to oh God, what the hell's his name? The Night of the Living Dead. George Romero. It's their ode to him. And I mean, it doesn't take itself so seriously like The Walk of the Dead. There is some comedy in it, you know. It is a little over the top. Thank you, Mark. So yeah, it's good. I mean, the gore is like, oh my God, it's blood everywhere. It's crazy. So yeah. Mark, question, Jaybone, should I smoke this second bowl of Moda? Oh no. I have no clue what Moda is. So I mean, if you already smoked one bowl of it, I go for it, brother. I don't know. Consequences, Creed, or Pac-Man Jones. Dude, Consequences Creed all day. Pac-Man Jones is garbage. Straight hot, flies on dookie garbage. You can quote that. Quick question: why did Impact and AEW break up, or did they? Some dirt sheets or shit sheets, whatever you want to call them. Some writers are like making a big deal out of it. And they're saying that the relationship is done. I don't think the relationship is done. I think that door is still open. I think the focus is going to be a lot more just Impact, working on Impact. And they'll keep working with New Japan and AAA. But for now, I think the AEW's damn, excuse me. The AEW stuff, I think, is just it's like, you know, they hit the pause button. Do I think they'll come back to it? Oh yeah, it's been fun. It's never a bad thing when you can do stuff. I mean, I know there's been people that were critical of how it was handled and or booked, but hey, the title's back home, right? Let's be happy for that. I'm sure there's going to be some more new faces popping up here and there, and I'm sure they'll revisit it again someday. Frets, if you game, what have you been playing lately? Bro, I haven't touched my Xbox in several months. It's just collecting dust. Like, the only time it gets used now is when my son's here. I really need to, like, get on there and just play something, anything. I wouldn't even know what the hell to start playing first. Let's see. What? Damn, Mario. Get your ass in my face. Walk much? Jiminy Christmas. Favorite, Armin asks, favorite TNI special guest ever? Oh, man. I mean, we've been really blessed to have some great guests. That's hard because each one's special and unique, you know? I got to say that I think maybe some of the legends we had on, like Goldie, we had Goldie on for like an hour and a half, and that was just crazy, real, whacked out, informative, made me blush. Chris Harris was a blast. And like even like one of our most recent ones, like Jamie Senegal or Jade Chung, you know, Josh's wife. Josh's wife Jade made that experience like easy. She just talked, you know, about her husband and her love for him and the industry and everything. She made that one easy. That was a lot of fun. Gosh. Rohit Raji was always going to be a favorite. I mean, I can't pick one. I really can't. Excuse me. Oreo getting in her 1,000 steps in for this video. Yes, totally. No, Paul, she is not my girlfriend. Be nice. Let's not get Jaybone in trouble now. Thanks, Jay. I will smoke this bowl of weed. All right. Akeem. I was carrying a plate of food and just was about to give it to the person who asked for it. The plate slipped, burned my middle finger, And when the nurse asked what hurts, I showed her. He's so goofy. Oh my goodness. Would you get off my microphone? Goofy ass cat. Damn. All right. Let me see. Oh, I can't even repeat that. Okay. You guys are so goofy. What's up, Courtney? Paul. Oof. Here we go. What is your favorite dish that Auntie cooks for you? Oh, man. See, that's a tough one because, like, 99% of the, oh, I shouldn't say 99. About 90% of the time lately, I do most of the cooking / grilling. Trying to think, what did she made something recently that just blew my mind. And I can't remember what the hell it is. You know what she started? Okay, so I'll pick this because I can't remember the dish that she made that I really liked. That sounds horrible as a husband. Ow, that's my thumb. Oreo just like giving me kisses and then starts chewing on my thumb. Crazy ass cat. My wife started making homemade donuts. And it's so easy. Here's the recipe. Real quick. Oil in the pan, about an inch deep. Take Butterflake biscuits, generic brand name, whatever. Butterflake biscuits. Take them. You separate them all, and then you poke a hole in it, and then you carefully put them in the oil after it gets hot. And then you just keep flipping them every few minutes. Keep an eye on them. Keep flipping them. And when they're golden brown or slightly darker, take them out. And then you can put whatever the hell you want on them. Like powdered sugar, like cake frosting, whatever. Or just plain. And they're amazing. So there you go. At least we can all universally agree on the worst guest. Oh, the creeper. Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, that was awkward as hell. That didn't work. That was supposed to end up being a lot more funny than it was. And it just ended up being a lot more awkward. Global HD. Another quick question. What would you like in a what? Tri-tip what? I feel like I'm tri-tip sandwiches. I've never heard of that. I don't know what that is. I love a good sandwich. I don't make many sandwiches. You got to explain that one to me. Critical Sting, F that. I was the best guest. It's so goofy. You are a lovely supporter. Mark, here we go. Brother Mark. Question, why isn't AEW's women's division getting the time and attention it deserves? who is to blame, call them out, fucking shame on them right here on Smash This Podcast. It is getting better, but it's been very slow. Like, okay, so if you've been watching lately, you noticed that they're trying to like get attention on this whole, they're doing tournaments now. They got this TBS TV title, which is a women's title. So they got that going on. So they're starting to do tournament matches leading up to what is it? Sometime January next year. It's going to be completed on there. And I was just catching up tonight, and was it Ruby Soho beat Penelope Ford? I think that's what happened. So yeah, and that's the thing is they have plenty of women's matches. Not all of them make TV. A lot more of them catch the dark elevation, stuff like that. So like they're building women's talents, but it's getting better. It's just very slow. But no, I get it. We've been talking about that for the last year and a half. It's all DMD right now. She's like uber popular. Anna Jay just came back. Chris Statlander just came back a few months ago. So they are getting women on there. It's just, yeah, I get it. They need more, but they have a lot of people on their roster, period. So if you could interview an AEW star on Smash This Podcast, who would it be and why? Oh man, they're all so big and like unreachable. Damn. That's a tough one because I just love the brand. CM Punk. No, I don't know. No. I'd be terrified to. Oh, let's see. Who would I like to? Certainly not MJF. You know what? Probably the Young Bucks. Honestly. They're my favorite tag team right now, and they have been for a while. They're huge heels right now. But like legit, like when I became a fan of them, I felt like they were easy to like they were so good with their fans, you know? You'd see that all the time. So it felt like it was like easy to connect with them, you know. Honestly, yeah, I'd say the Young Bucks. Because I feel like there's still so much to like learn about them, even though their story's been told. So okay, I'm scrolling. Justin. Now the dirt sheets are saying Impact is going to ESPN. That's why the AEW partnership is done. Nah, man, people are just making up shit. They make up shit and then it gets spread around and it becomes news. Nah, man, I've heard one person say that. I haven't seen that anywhere else. I saw that on some, who was that? DW discuss wrestling. I don't know, whatever it is. I don't even go in that site. Nothing against them. I just don't. We have our own now, you know. We got to go into Discord and catch up on everything. Um, I mean, is it like I said a little bit ago? It's probably on pause. You know, if they feel like, okay, that's all that we could do for now. That's fine. Could it spark up again and do something fresh in a year or two? Absolutely. The wrestling world industry, whatever, the wrestling industry is constantly evolving. That's the great part about it, especially within the last handful of years. You know, it used to be all WWE and that was it. You know, now there's other things are really starting to like, amp up and get more attention. And so, um, so there you go. Would you stop eating my monitor? My God. All right, scrolling down. Mark's. Oh no, now I lost it. Where the hell did it go? Mark says I would interview Anna J. Hubba Hubba. I saw her wrestle tonight. She's getting better. She's getting better. She wrestled. Who did she wrestle? Oh, DMD. D. Yeah, D. Trying to read fast and scroll slow. It's exactly, Hakeem. Impact going to ESPN, please. You have a better chance of seeing TNT kicking AEW to the curb and replacing it with Impact, right? Let's see. I'm looking for questions. What's yeah, Courtney, that's like if I pick people to like say my show has like a crap ton of spam chatters in here. And I can keep going so I'm not distracted by that. I can ignore the chat and my mods can ban them, report them, get rid of them. That's what that's for. So I've picked people. I mean, this isn't a bragging thing, but I've been doing this for 8 years. So I've picked people over the last, handful of years that I trust that have been good supporters that, have looked out for me while I'm live in the past, and, when they show up, they kick them. So that's all. Don't feel bad that you're not a mod. Just and don't take it personal or nothing. It's just it's a squad thing. Don't feel bad. Zach. What's up, Zach? All right, I'm scrolling back up here because I feel like I missed something. Okay. Charles, what's up, man? Good to see you. With 2021 starting to wind down, what has been your favorite matches of the year from AEW or Impact? Oh shit, that's tough. My three brain cell brain usually doesn't retain stuff like that. I'm a very I just watched this pay per view and I love this match. I'll call this match of the year. 2 weeks later, I'll forget about it. You know. Honestly, it's probably something recently, and I keep feeling like there's something behind me. Like my Oreo is sitting on the computer tower, and she's always like looking over my shoulder. And it's like, the hell is she looking at? Anyways, sorry, squirrel. Super stoked for guys like CM Punk coming back. Bryan Danielson joining AEW, Daniel Garcia, stuff like that. And like Bobby Fish is on there now. Like, okay, so I saw what I see. I don't remember who did this. Someone did a video that I'm subscribed to that I buzzed past, and the title was Pure Wrestling Comes to AEW. And it had pictures of Bobby Fish, Punk, Bryan Danielson, Daniel Garcia, and some others. And I was like, wow. Not to overthink this because I love wrestling, but that's true. I feel like with the inception of like some of this new blood, I mean, they may not be new wrestlers, but what they're performing on TV has helped create a whole new genre. You know, not that they're going to like, they're going to rip off Ring of Honor and do a pure championship. No, I'm not saying that, but it just feels like there's a whole new breed of wrestling really getting shown on TV now, and it's exciting. Look, and I get it that not everybody is on the CM Punk trip, and I get it. And that's fine. It's fine. You know, I know he has haters and whatnot. It's to each their own. I'll sit on that mountain by myself. I don't care. But just what they're doing is so exciting. Or some of the more violent stuff like Suzuki and Mox and stuff like that. Maybe not wrestling match of the year, just something unique, Swan, Kenny Omega. I gotta add that somewhere on the list. Gianna Perrazzo has had some insanely good, like her last one with Mickie James that she just had. Insanely good. Like, doesn't matter who won or lost that one. Match was tremendous, X Division, never a bad match in that bunch. Some obviously better than others, but those are always exciting. It's hard. It's hard for me to pick one, I don't sit there and do the whole there's just too many to, I like I said, I don't do the rating shit, so I don't sit there and rate stuff. And I know some shows do that. They'll rate stuff and they'll keep track of that. I don't do that. I'm not that much of a numbers nut or whatever. What would you say of Free the Narrative tries to take control of the wrestling biz? Are you talking about like EC's brand, what he's trying to do? I think it's unique. I haven't seen a lot of it. I know if you are curious, EC3 just put the latest show in its completion with Adam Shear, the former Braun Strowman. That's up on his YouTube for free. It's like an hour and a half, so it's not super long. I am planning on watching that one and any other the content that I have to catch up on, and I may review it. No promises, but I am planning on at least watching it. I'm curious to see how it comes off because I know it's cinematic. I know it's all pre-taped, but I am curious to see how it looks. What's been your favorite or least favorite thing about Impact Wrestling in 2021? And it can be anything. Oh, well, thank you. Um, their ability, I'd say, to just tell stories. Um, just looking at Bound for Glory this past weekend, some great storytelling between producing and putting stuff together. The build for Josh Alexander is one of the best builds I've seen in a while. The story arc of Deonna Purrazzo, Mickie James, tremendous. Great stuff. The X Division, the evolution of these new faces now that Josh Alexander is separated himself from it. Storytelling, so important. I mean, the wrestling is great, but the ability to, like, why should we care about this? Oh, they're telling a story about so and so and doing this and doing that. That's what's so important. Some people don't get into that. I do. So I'd say that. John Schuyler's in the second Free the Narrative hashtag Schuyler Squad. Yeah, he's in there. Paro's in there. I can't think of who else is in there. I feel like I just missed a bunch of stuff. Charles says, seeing the new breed of talent getting to mix it up with Danielson, Punk, and Christian has been super fun. Yeah. I mean, have they been consistently winning? Yeah. But, and some people were like, well, they're not putting over anyone. They're not losing. You don't have to win to get put over. You can have a great match with someone and still get over and still win over the fans. Like, okay, for example, perfect example. I'm sure there are AEW people out there that are not on the Jungle Boy bandwagon yet. They hear the music, they don't get excited. They see this young kid with big bushy hair and his Tarzan pants or whatever, and they're like, I don't get it. Now, I can guarantee you that coming up, Jungle Boy is going to have a match with one of the recent hottest free agents newly signed to AEW, and that's Adam Cole. Baby. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that are looking forward to that, especially Adam Cole fans. So I can guarantee you that when those two have a barn burner of a match somewhere in the soon to near future, I'm guessing a pay-per-view, Full Gear coming up in a few weeks, whatever, there's going to be some people out there that are all excited for Adam Cole, could give two shits about Jungle Boy, and once that match is done, they'll be a Jungle Boy fan. Perfect example. Hakeem, what are your favorite Halloween movies to watch? Let's see. What did I just watch? I've had so many on my list to watch, and I just haven't watched many. Um, I'm planning on kicking back one of these nights coming up because I know Halloween is coming up within this next week, whatever. Lost Boys, still favorite movie of all time, of all genres, all time. Lost Boys, number one. So I'll probably watch that. Um, and I love vampire movies. I love zombie stuff. And I talk about this once in a while. Like zombie stuff is unique for me because out of all the like scary monster movies out there, like zombie stuff for me was the most terrifying. Like I could watch all the Freddy growing up. I could watch all the Jason movies growing up, Michael Myers, whatever, slasher flicks, whatever. It still didn't compare to the thought of something undead and unstoppable coming after me. To me personally, that was like still, I mean, it still gives me the heebie jeebies once in a while, depending on like what it is I'm watching and how intense it is. But watching The Walking Dead from episode one over the last 10, whatever years, I mean, it really is. Um, it's been going on as long as I've been dating slash married to my wife because I'd go over to her place and or no, was I living there? this this is kind of the funny story is she when I had my second back surgery, I moved into her place because it was easier for her to take care of me there than for me to live in this house and stuff like that. So, um, so instead of walking up and down the stairs and everything, uh, it's like, okay, I'll just stay on one floor, move into her apartment, stay there for a few weeks. So the funny part of that is I moved in and never left. I didn't leave until uh, I came back here after my mom passed away about 7 years ago. But yeah, so yeah, Walking Dead has um, been a labor of love, you could say, in conquering my fears for zombies. Now I love all sorts of stupid zombie shit. Can't get enough of it. So, um, so yeah, zombie stuff. There was something else. I can't remember what. You know how you put like just a crap ton of stuff on your list. All right, we're coming up on an hour. I'll answer a few. I'll go about 15, 20 minutes more, depending on what I see here. And then I'll call it a night. You guys have been great with all the questions and stuff. So thank you, everyone. Okay, this is a good question. And honestly, when I first saw this question, I thought it was Mark. Because I think Mark would ask the same thing. Why does CM Punk have haters? I don't get it. All right. So so Punk Trent could tell you a totally separate story about his ego and whatever. And that was a big turnoff for him, even though he's a Chicago guy. Excuse me, and all that. Which okay, you show me a wrestler that doesn't have some kind of ego. Shit, you know, they all got some kind of ego. That's why they get into this, right? Um, when Punk left wrestling 7 years ago, give or take, whatever, Fans, he had such a hardcore audience, like such a devout, almost like a religious, and I'm not talking about the straight edge society. I'm talking about just like the faithful fans of his. You know what I mean? He had such a devout, hardcore audience that when he just up and took his ball and went home, so to speak, when he left wrestling, um, fans took that personally. They really did. And it was very upsetting. I mean, it changed. It changed a lot of things. And if you don't think it did, take a look back at what happened around that time, and you'll see the different things that happened after he left over the course of that year. Like CM Punk, I think, was about to go on to do certain things that were really big, but he couldn't because he couldn't physically / mentally, emotionally, whatever, do it. Daniel Bryan then became part of that grassroots movement, the Yes movement, all that, you know. Um, all these things happened, and like the Shield started before that. That was part of CM Punk's, like, I'll just say, vision. I know he didn't create it, but he had something to do with it. Um, so yeah, that's like when he left, it changed stuff, and it left a big hole for fans. And I'm not gonna lie, I was really bummed out when he left. So I like I said, a lot of fans I think took it personally. They were pretty pissed. Like he still has, you could tell how many fans still love and adore him. Just listen to the fans in the arena. The guy comes off the commentary and the place goes batshit crazy. That's wild. So yeah, I hope that someone else might come up with something different, but that's the 2 cents off the top of my head. Oh, let's see. Skylar's the limit. He's so goofy. Smash that like button. Thank you. Yes, like Mark says, kick Jay a super sticker if you can. Yes, thank you. Thank you again to everyone who has. I greatly appreciate it. Jay, do you and the rest of the team and I plan on reviewing another Halloween Havoc before October comes to an end? Yes. NXT's. It's on tomorrow night. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. No, but you know what we do have to do is there was a poll that we put up. Mark will have to arrange this. I don't know who's all going to get in on this. We'll do it sometime this week. I know Trent's got a lot of stuff coming up with AAW towards the end of this week. So I don't know when it's going to happen. But we'll try to get a few of us together. And I think the plan was to review ECW. Is it Heatwave 98? Was that on the Patreon? Something like that. It was a part of the Patreon thing. But yeah. Courtney says, I love The Walking Dead. Yeah, it's a great show. I never really... I mean, I used to like die hard watch it every Sunday, and then I kind of faded away from it, and I do more like binge watching on it now. Like I'll wait for the season to be done. I'll stay away from spoilers as much as I can, and I'll binge watch like 4 or 5 episodes at once, and then I'll watch the rest of the season. Stuff like that. But I still love the show. I know they lost a lot of fans over the last few years, but I still love it. This man is the glue holding T and I together at the moment. I love you, dude. I'm trying, man. I try my best through everything because I love T and I. It's T and I is special, it's a great impact related community, family, but it's become so much more than that. And in my last like 2 years plus of being with it, I've never experienced anything like this in the world of podcasting over my last 8 years of doing this. I never knew it could be this rewarding for me personally. So yeah, it's been great. That's why I keep doing it. I've been a part of many podcasts and have, when it was time to walk away or call it a day collectively or just me leaving or whatever. But man, no, I'm in it to win it. I love this group. It's wonderful. Oh, let's see. I'm looking. Jay, will you, Truck, Mark, Bill review another? Oh wait, I just answered that one. Sorry. Critical Sting. Can you properly pronounce Antitokounmpo correctly? No, I cannot. That's why I always say Greek freak or Giannis. Love my Bucks. Now there's 2 of them on the team. There's Giannis and his younger brother. It's wild. It's a family affair. Oh, thanks, Courtney. Hakeem's got a new article coming out. Go check out Hakeem's articles whenever he drops them. They're good stuff. Don't even need to spell check to type and whatever. Yeah, okay. All right, one more question and I'm going to get out of here. Make it good. No boxers or brief shit. No boxers or brief shit. Make it good. Yeah, Giannis has a few brothers, and one of them plays for like another team somewhere. I don't know if it's internationally or what, but I just heard about that the other day. All right, here we go. Mark asks, oh, dude, really? If you could be any Disney princess, which one would you be and why? I love you, Mark. I would be. I can't believe I'm answering this. What's the one from Aladdin? I can't think of her name. Jasmine. Thank you, guys. I would totally be Jasmine. And it's not because I think Aladdin is cute, but I want to ride on a big ass carpet and be friends with a genie and snuggle up with a big freaking tiger as big as my bed. I think that'd be awesome. There you go. Great question. I hope that wasn't too weird. I don't know. And because Aladdin's cute. No, I'm kidding. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Thank you, everyone, for an amazing Q&A. And chef's kiss. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for letting me be real. The first 15, 20 minutes of this, talking about my dad and his cancer and everything. I greatly appreciate it. I will give you guys updates when I can. It's not going to be like every show or anything, but when there is something to tell, I will keep you guys informed. And if you're a person of faith, all I'll say is just please keep him in your prayers. If you're not a person of faith, no biggie. Just any well wishes will do. It's all love, and it's all greatly appreciated. So thank you guys, and we'll be back tomorrow night over that other little podcast called Total Nonstop Impact Talk for Impact fans. It's Tuesday night. Wait, what do they call it now? Damn it. Time Machine Tuesday. Throwback My Machine on Tuesday because it's not Thursday thing. Show back something. We're doing 90. Bill's not going to be back in town yet. He's at tapings. So we'll see him Thursday. But we should get the rest of the crew in. Mark might be in there. I don't know. We'll see. But Trent should be. So, but nonetheless, no matter who shows up, it should be fun. And can't wait. And we'll see you then. Later. Much love, y'all. Good night.